of how we've actually worked in the past with an end client in terms of looking at your existing business model and actually putting a solution in place that allows them to grow without the increased costs in software. Um, so the first one I'm going to show you is it's one entity, but it's actually got multiple locations, which all of you are probably working with clients that may be doing that. Um, this client had not just geographical requirements, but within those locations, they're also having difficulty in understanding different divisions within the location. So it was a very, very complex business. This business was turning over, is turning over close to 50 mil at the moment. So very complex. So I'll take you through that. And the second one I've got is it's a franchisor model. But again, it can be applied to different types of businesses where a number of the franchise systems that we've worked with, we've been able to bring in automation of franchise fees, complete transparency of sales and incentives. So rather than the franchisor waiting for a sales report each week, and then they've got to calculate what the marketing fee is going to be, and a lot of data entry and a lot of labour involved, we can automate that entire process. One common system that's pretty straightforward. So implementing chart of accounts and reporting into the same chart of accounts and reporting systems into every single location. So there's not multiple systems happening. Benchmark reports, which has been a fantastic tool. So again, for a franchisor or someone who, let's say it's a CEO of a group that wants to get a better understanding of how all their different companies performing, at a click of a button, they can produce some consolidated reports or benchmarking reports or however they want to report very easily. And with this type of model, certainly the franchise, I'm not just sure that a lot of you are working in that space, but again, it doesn't matter. It could be any type of business. The integration that we've been able to bring in terms of point of sale systems or till systems, workflow systems, whatever it may be, we've been able to walk clients from start to go through that rather than send it out to someone else and we lose the connection. So the first case study, I'm going to walk you through this, so your eyes will get, there's a fair bit on this, but this is a hospitality group based in Victoria. You'll see here, hope you can see my little arrow here. So they had 4 locations, or they have 4 locations. Each location had their own accounting platform. So you'll see here my QuickBooks, Mob, and ACPAC was actually one in location 4, which was just in that itself was labour intensive and inefficient, considering they could all report under one entity. They all had different point of sale systems, time clock. They were using Bundle Plus. But again, different systems in every single location, and every single location had different ways that they produced their management reports. Effectively, what used to happen is that at the end of each day and end of each week, an admin person from each location would actually print out the report, which would then get sent over to a data entry person sitting at head office, who would then start trying to produce management reports for the entire group. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to realise that there would have been a lot of admin people involved here, or there was actually 10 people involved in this case scenario. I'll just get that person just to switch their mobile on silent, please. A lot of admin, that's okay. A lot of admin people involved, a lot of incorrect data being produced in the management reports, and the biggest issue that the owners had was the management reports were always late. So they were getting it at the end of the month rather than at the start of the month. Very hard to make decisions, getting reactive reporting. So what we did, we came in, we started working with these guys a couple of years ago actually. What we did is we looked at how we can, and I'll just put in here an example of using Shoebooks as an example. We were able to strip out Mild from and AppPack and QuickBooks from all locations, so we're able to integrate it into one package. We're able to set up each location as a division. So example was the Albert Park was one division. I think the names of location 2 was another division. Location 3 was another division. Location 4 was another division in one system. Then we worked with them on how one of the issues these guys had was their point of sale systems was a hardware solution. So difficult to do integration because that system doesn't have an API to connect to ours. But what we were able to do was actually bring in as much automation as we can, where every single night we do take a feed from the point of sale system, which comes straight into the one package. Same with the time and attendance. Now, this group, they've got more than 200 casuals. So their payroll alone was taking them 3-4 days at a time. We took all that manual labour out of one, taking a feed every single night with the Shoebooks, and then applying a very, very sophisticated award, which then gets spat out into payroll. So a lot of efficiency there, and I'll show you the outputs in a minute. They use Google Docs and a few other things that are doing really well. They implement banking, bring feeds straight into Shoebooks, and a whole range of things. So this probably took us a good 6 months to get rid of all of their inefficient systems, and then bring using Shoebooks, using the one package, all locations effectively can get their reporting, obviously from anywhere, but it's all consolidated. It's been fantastic for them. The divisional reporting has probably been the biggest one for them, where the group, the owners of the business now can pull off a consolidated financial for the group, which is fantastic. But they can also, at the click of a button, pull off a report for location 1, and within that location, they can also look at how the front bar's performed in a P&L, how the restaurant's performing, how accommodations, etc. So massive efficiencies with these guys. This was, I suppose, where I'm leading to this is that we didn't just say, guys, you need to use Shoebooks and away you go. This was 6 months of integration, of planning, and we're still doing custom work for these guys. They continually want to bring in new features to Shoebooks, and I suppose that's where we're a little bit different as well, where we can sort of sit with these groups to say, well, if this is a feature that's going to be beneficial, let's do it for you. So just quickly, so all the inputs now, banking, point of sale, time attendance, employee information, a few of their other systems. We've now set up feeds that from all of those that suck into Shoebooks on either a nightly or weekly basis, and outputs are pretty straightforward now. So for the owners, they're getting budgets versus actuals. The divisional reporting, which I explained, which is a huge benefit. Employees, obviously now, well, not obviously, but have access to an employee portal and get access to their pay slips online and make changes to personal details, which they didn't have. So that's brought in massive efficiencies just for the payroll officer. Just on the payroll side of things, they've gone from 3 days down to 2 hours in their payroll, so massive savings in dollars. And all the other outputs now, head office can run all their AP and their accounts receivable. They actually use our scheduling system for auto data follow-up and a whole range of things. And then within the group, a click of buttons, all their ATO and super and all those sorts of reporting, leave, all sorts of things can be done with a click of a button. The biggest the biggest return for these guys, and this happened within the first 6 months. They went from 10 admin people floating around this organisation down to 2. So you can do the numbers on just the salary savings. Weekly reports now, so the owners are getting weekly management reports rather than at the end of each month. So there's massive benefits in being able to make some decisions very quickly with those types of reports. And as I said before, payroll. So again, the admin, the time, a whole range of things where it's taking sort of 3 days is now down to 1 to 2 hours with the automation we're able to bring in. One of the beauties of our payroll